wind is biting on this Thursday morning. Wind chills as low as the 30s. Bundle up. I'll show you how much longer it's going to be this cold in your first alert forecast.
Plus, right now at 6, NBC2 is shedding light on the Gulf Coast, working to make your kids' safety a priority.
Especially after some hair-raising situations in the hallways.
She was doing something there, visiting the school. During the school, I don't know, it's scary.
Turning school campuses into chaos.
This is just not normal. These extremes are crazy.
And what our communities are doing today to keep your kids safe at school.
Your news at 6 starts right now. Yeah, it is definitely a cold, biting morning out there. Hey, good Thursday morning, everyone. You can tell my mouth is a little bit frozen. I went outside real quickly. Thanks for counting on NBC2 News Today. I'm Alan Campbell.
And I'm Lisa Spooner, waking up certainly to a chilly morning. The wind is not helping at all. This morning, NBC2 First Alert meteorologist Jason Denning has a forecast from outside in the cold. Better him than me.
Alan and Lisa, good morning. Take my word for it. It is pretty cold for Southwest Florida standards. Great morning for a hot cup of coffee, not, just to stay warm, but also to keep your hands warm. And we've got wind chills as low as the 30s. That's the big headline this morning. That cold air just invading the Gulf Coast overnight. Temperatures tumbling down as low as the mid to low 40s. Let's take a look at where you're going to wake up to this morning. And for some of us, it might be a little bit of a slap in the face. Yeah, you can see that wind, and that's making all the difference. Those wind speeds up to about 10 miles per hour, but we've seen some gusts up to around 15 to 20. And that's really helping to bring down those wind chill values as low as the 30s this morning. So when are we going to start to warm up? Let's show you your forecast hour by hour today. And even with a full blast of sunshine, temperatures are going to struggle to get out of the 60s. And I think for some neighborhoods, we're not going to make it up to 70 degrees. A high today around 69. Some spots we could see 70, but throughout the day, not just this morning, it is going to be quite windy, gust up to around 20 to 25. So even through the afternoon, it's going to feel about 5 degrees colder than the actual temperature, and humidity will also continue to stay on the lower side. Coming up in your first alert forecast, we'll talk about when you can expect to see a warming trend that's ahead in just a few minutes. I'm going to go back inside and warm up.
All right, I don't blame you, Jason. Come in and warm up. All right, 6:02 right now. The next time you drive past schools in Hendry County, say cheese, especially if you're speeding through the school zone. NBC2's Lacey Lee is local from LaBelle Elementary School, explaining what the sheriff's office is doing right now to slow you down. Good morning, Lacey.
Good morning to you, Lisa. So all eyes will be on you if you're driving through all Hendry County school zones, because if you take a look up right here behind me, you're now seeing one of those cameras just outside LaBelle Elementary along West Cowboy Way, which is one of many now up across the county that will catch you. And today, the Hendry County Sheriff's Office is officially unveiling this massive project. And if these cameras catch you in a school zone going 11 miles over the speed limit, your picture will go back to the Hendry County Sheriff's Office, and there they will determine if you'll be fined $100 or let off the hook. And this is the first of its kind here in the Gulf Coast through a company called Ultimate. The company installed these cameras in a Central Florida school district earlier this year, and they watch for school zones that see an influx of speeders. From one of their studies here in Hendry, they had more than 3,000 speeders over the span of just 7 days at one school. And right now, during the probationary period of the program, the Sheriff's Office is wanting these cameras to encourage you to change your speeding habits. But once February 3rd rolls around, there will be no more warnings. And in a few hours here, we will be speaking with the Hendry County Sheriff's Office, learning more about how all of this works. And for now, reporting local in Hendry County, Lacey Lee, NBC2.
Just yesterday, we told you about Cape Coral's timeline to get speed cameras up and running. The city plans to get those up the first day back after winter break, so that's Monday, January 6th. At that point, if you're clocked going just 10 miles per hour above the speed limit, guess what? An officer is going to review the video, and if warranted, they're going to send you a $100 citation in the mail. You'll have just 30 days to pay it off. There will be an appeals process available if you end up getting fined. Right now, we know utility construction for the cameras is already starting.
6:05, cracking down on speeders is just part of a battle when it comes to keeping your kids safe at school.
This year, the Lee County School District upgraded its policies and procedures when it comes to school buses. Also, the Guardian program arming staff around the building.
Plus, these things behind us, metal detectors before people can even get inside. And these actually led to a recent arrest. Look at this. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says Jerika Kitchen brought a gun into Harnsmarsh Elementary back on September 17th. Deputies say after Kitchen set off the metal detector, she claimed it was probably a knife attached to her keys. Turns out she had a 9mm pistol and 2 throwing knives on her.
I'm so surprised. It's the first time that I heard about that. It was a pistol, you know, a gun, so I don't know. And she was doing something there, visiting the school, during the school. I don't know, it's scary.
Deputies say Kitchen does own the gun legally. Now, according to the warrant, she didn't mean to bring the weapons onto school grounds.
Now, another recent school arrest has to do with this. People parking on the grass. Hendry County deputies say that's why a man threatened a woman's life outside an elementary school in LaBelle. The sheriff's office says parents were picking up their children from Country Oaks Elementary School on Friday. They were parking in the right-of-way on Northwest Eucalyptus and Commodore Street when a man approached with a knife. Deputies say Brian Menard opened one of the car doors, tried to unbuckle a woman's seatbelt, and threatened to kill her for parking on the grass. Grass that's not owned by him, but is instead owned by the county.
What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think that's right for him to do that.
I think it's crazy. I mean, I think just this week, things have gotten pretty extreme. When you take out a knife, who is he going to go after? My God, he must be on the last edge to knife a woman.
Deputies say Menard didn't just have a knife on him either. He also had a gun. So now he's charged with burglary, battery, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Well, a man this morning is in the Lee County Jail after another argument. This one included a Molotov cocktail and a sword in hand. Cape Coral police say Luis Izquierdo threatened his friend with a sword and a Molotov cocktail. Officers say he was actually trying to send a message for disrespecting a family member. This happened along Southeast 8th Avenue, west of Country Club Boulevard. Police say the plan was to throw the Molotov cocktail at one of their cars.
The victim also said that he took a sword from his back, almost like a Ninja Turtle, and tapped it on the windshield of one of the cars in the driveway just to make a point. Neighbors say the conflict doesn't surprise them. Both the suspect and the victim are known to police for past drug arrests, resisting officers, and violating probation.
Well, months after a father is killed along I-75 on his motorcycle, a man has now been arrested. Lee County deputies found Jonah Brown's motorcycle and body on I-75 near Corkscrew Road back in September. But investigators now say this crash was not an accident. They say Ahmed Rodriguez Suarez intentionally hit Brown, then drove a mile and a half down I-75 and abandoned his car near Alico Road. Suarez said he then Ubered home. We spoke with the victim's family just days after the crash initially happened.
To tell her that daddy wasn't coming back home. And that's maybe the toughest thing that I ever do in my life. I never thought that I would have to say that to my daughter.
Hours after the crash, the Lee County Sheriff's Office says Suarez went to Cape Coral Police to admit he was involved. He was picked up this week in Miami on a warrant.
New video shows the moment an accused tool thief is caught, and you'll never guess how he was eventually captured. Lee County deputies say Michael Honer broke into the Sutherland Nissan dealership on US 41 in Fort Myers and stole tens of thousands of dollars worth of tools inside a toolbox Sunday. Detectives say the victim found the stolen tools by pinging his earbuds that were still inside. Deputies tracked them to a storage unit under Honer's name.
Well, we also have new video of Lee County deputies arresting a woman accused of stealing someone's wallet. This happened in the Morse Shores Shopping Center in Tice near I-75 at the Palm Beach Boulevard exit. Lee County deputies say the suspect approached the victim asking for a few bucks. When he pulled out his wallet, she allegedly took all his cash and ran. Deputies found Miranda Shelton in the suspected vehicle, just a 4-minute drive down the road at a gas station trying to get gas. This is not the first time she's been in trouble for this. She was actually found guilty and served time for the same exact charge earlier this year.
The Florida bear population is growing, but there is a plan to cut it down. But not everyone is happy about it.
And new video to show you of dolphins swimming in local waters, but they're not the only thing in there. We'll tell you what could be lurking off our shores straight ahead.
Bundle up. It's a cold start to the morning. Temperatures tumbling into the 40s. It feels like the 30s. It's time for me to head back inside and warm up. I'll see you in just a few minutes with your First Alert forecast.